Hey Falcons fans! Today, we're diving into the Falcons' last playoff chance as they prepare to face the Carolina Panthers in a crucial Week 18 matchup. Stick around, you won't want to miss this analysis. Be sure to hit that like button to stay informed. Michael Penix Jr. knows what's at stake. The rookie quarterback understands that the Falcons' playoff fate isn't entirely in his hands after last week's heartbreaking overtime loss to Washington. The scenario is simple. Atlanta needs a win against the Panthers while hoping the Saints beat the Buccaneers. If Tampa Bay wins, their division title dreams are over, and the Falcons' playoff drought since 2017 continues. Penix kept his focus sharp, emphasizing that Carolina's crushing loss to the Buccaneers last week doesn't mean Atlanta can expect an easy win. As he put it, it's the NFL, you can't ignore them. We have to go into this week with the right mindset. The Falcons already beat Carolina earlier this season, fueled by Bijan Robinson's 2 rushing touchdowns in a 38-20 victory. However, Carolina's rookie QB, Bryce Young, has shown improvement since returning as the starter, with a solid completion rate and some impressive performances, including 2 touchdowns and a rushing score against Arizona recently. Panthers head coach Dave Canales praised his team's fight despite a tough season. He highlighted the players' pride and resilience, even with a 5-game losing streak. That kind of grit makes Carolina dangerous, even without playoff hopes. Now, let's talk about Penix's performance. Since taking over for Kirk Cousins, he's shown flashes of brilliance, especially with his composure under pressure. Remember those game-winning 4th-down completions last week? Coach Raheem Morris certainly noticed, saying Penix's poise makes him feel confident in the young QB's abilities. Penix needs to be sharper, though. With just 1 touchdown and 2 interceptions in 2 games, he'll need a stronger showing to lead Atlanta to a must-win. Pressure will be key. Carolina struggled against Tampa Bay's relentless pass rush last week, with Young getting pressured on nearly 70% of his dropbacks and suffering 5 sacks. Atlanta's defense has been hot lately, recording at least 3 sacks in each of the last 5 games, including 5 against Washington. Expect the Falcons' defense to keep the heat on Young. On the injury front, the Panthers are dealing with a depleted backfield. Their top rusher Chuba Hubbard went on IR, and backup Raheem Blackshear struggled last week. However, there's a chance veteran Miles Sanders could return from IR, which could boost their running game a bit. Coach Morris acknowledged that the Falcons will be keeping an eye on Tampa Bay's game against New Orleans, as both contests will be played simultaneously. But his message is clear: Atlanta can't afford to be distracted by the score. At some point, the if game has to end, and you have to take care of your business, he said. So, Falcons fans, here we are. A win gives Atlanta a chance. A loss, and it's back to the drawing board. What do you think? Can Michael Penix Jr. lead the Falcons to a decisive victory? Can the Saints pull off the upset against Tampa? Let us know in the comments below. When Matthew Judon joined the Falcons after being traded from the Patriots, expectations were sky high. The 4-time Pro Bowler had an impressive 32 sacks in his last 39 games before coming to Atlanta. But his start with the Falcons has been, well, disappointing. Through the first 10 games of the season, Judon had just 1.5 sacks, with 0 tackles for loss or hits on the quarterback over the next 8 weeks. Fans were wondering if Atlanta had made the right move. But wait, because something has changed. Over the last 6 weeks, Judon has flipped the script. He's recorded 4 sacks, 5 tackles for loss, 6 hits on the QB, and even a spectacular 27-yard pick 6. Talk about making a statement. The Falcons' defensive resurgence, leading the league with 21 sacks over the last 5 weeks, has a lot to do with Judon's resurgence. So what's changed? According to Judon, it's all about finishing plays. He mentioned feeling more involved in the defensive scheme and having better opportunities to shine. But it wasn't just him. Credit also goes to outside linebackers coach Jackie Smith and senior defensive assistant Dave Huxtable for keeping him prepared. Interestingly, Judon doesn't feel like his improvement has been about comfort. He's felt good since his first practices with the team. Instead, it's been about adjusting and executing the game plan better. Judon even played a season-high 51 snaps in the Falcons' recent overtime loss to the Commanders, showing his toughness and impact. Defensive coordinator Jimmy Lake deserves a shout-out, too. Since the bye week, Lake has transformed Atlanta's defense into a top 10 unit in several categories, including sacks, run defense, and yards allowed per game. Juden has become the poster boy for that turnaround. Head coach Raheem Morris praised Juden's recent performances, saying he showed the best he's seen all year against Washington. Beyond the stats, Morris highlighted his impact in both the pass rush and run defense, showing how well-rounded Juden's game has become. But it's not just Juden. This defense has been firing on all cylinders lately. Arnold Ebiketie leads the league with 5 sacks since Week 13. Caden Ellis has also contributed 4 sacks. Young rookie J.D. Bertrand also got his first career sack against Washington. This defensive front has really found its groove, and Juden's resurgence has been a key part of that. Interestingly, the Falcons haven't changed Juden's role much schematically. Their recent success has more to do with the coaching staff identifying weaknesses in opponents' protection schemes and taking advantage. The synergy between the pass rushers has been exceptional, making it easier for everyone to get their shots at the quarterback. Off the field, Juden's energy has been infectious as well. He was seen joking around during Jesse Bates III's press conference after their dominant win over the Giants, embracing a mentoring role with younger players like Ebiketie. Now, what about his future in Atlanta? Juden's contract runs through the end of the 2024 season, but the question of an extension remains unanswered. Defensive coordinator Lake deferred those questions to head coach Morris and GM Terry Fontenot, stressing his focus on finishing this season strong. The Falcons are still on the playoff hunt, but they need to beat the Panthers on Sunday and hope the Saints can beat the Bucs. The odds are slim, just a 13% chance according to projections, but there's still hope. Juden himself remains humble about what he's proven this season. He expressed mixed feelings, wishing the team could have accomplished more. But with his recent rise, there's no denying he's proven himself to the Atlanta defense. So what do you think, Falcons fans? Has Juden earned his place as a long-term piece of this defense? Should Atlanta prioritize extending his contract? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. The Falcons have some mixed injury updates. Drake London, who was dealing with a knee issue, returned to full practice on Friday and is ready to go without a game assignment. That's great news for our receiving core. But wait, it's not all positive. Darnell Mooney, another key receiver, showed up on the injury report with a shoulder issue. He was limited in practice on Thursday and unfortunately did not participate on Friday. He is officially questionable for Sunday, and that's a big concern. The injury concerns don't stop there. Rookie inside linebacker J.D. Bertrand is also questionable with an eye injury that he's been nursing all week. Defensive lineman Brandon Dorlus, who showed up on the injury report on Friday with an abdominal issue, is also questionable. These are key players who could impact both sides of the ball if they can't play. As we head into this crucial matchup against Carolina, the Falcons need all hands on deck. Will Mooney and the others be ready? We'll have to keep an eye on the updates leading up to the game. Now it's your turn, Falcons Nation. Do you think Mooney's absence could hurt the team's chances this weekend? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications to stay up to date on all things Falcons. Go Falcons!